I'm very proud to stand with you all today, but I'm not sure that any speech I make from this platform can adequately express the depth of horror that has been felt around the world as we've witnessed the scenes week after week after week of brutality and violence being inflicted on the people of Gaza. I can't begin to comprehend the experience of people who've been displaced time and time and time again, decade after decade, generation after generation, and are now told once again to leave their homes, because those homes and those communities are to be obliterated, and people who, as each night falls, don't even know if they'll be there to see the next morning. I can't comprehend that. And I can't comprehend the mindset of so many governments around the world who are willing to stand up for the victims of invasion and occupation in a country like Ukraine, but who will not now even call for an end to the violence being inflicted on Gaza, who cannot acknowledge Israel's war crimes for what they are, and who choose not to even see the collective punishment of the entire Palestinian population. I cannot comprehend the idea that denying energy or medicine or even water to 2 million people is somehow an act of self-defense. It cannot be. It cannot be. And I also cannot comprehend the mindset of those in Israel who somehow seem to believe that further brutalizing an already brutalized people can ever be a way of achieving their own security. It cannot. The continued escalation of this war can only result in ever more deaths on both sides. But those who perpetrate atrocities, they do not represent the whole communities that they claim to. Netanyahu and his extremist far-right government is not the Jewish people or the Israeli people, no more than Hamas are the Palestinian people. I keep thinking back to when I was a young man around 30 years ago. The world saw a brief moment of hope. Palestinian and Israeli leaders shaking hands on the world stage, recognizing each other's status, sitting down to negotiate a peaceful path to Palestinian statehood. And since those efforts failed, since that path was blocked, an entire generation of Palestinians have grown up who've been given no reason to believe that a peaceful path will ever be permitted. And an entire generation of Israelis have grown up subjected to constant propaganda dehumanizing all Palestinians. But there are today, as there have always been, individuals in both communities, Jewish and Muslim, Israeli and Palestinians, individuals who dedicate their lives to trying to reach out to the other side, to humanize the other side, to remind their own community that those who can be perceived as an enemy are their neighbors, their brothers and sisters, are human beings. Those people do the hard, long work of trying to build a peaceful path. And there have always been those, instead, who seek at every opportunity to dehumanize the other and to escalate this conflict. And the world should be in no doubt that Benjamin Netanyahu is in that latter camp of constantly seeking to dehumanize and escalate conflict. If the Israeli government will not give the Palestinian people a reason to believe that a peaceful path is possible, then the rest of the world must. Opposition to the occupation, to the siege of Gaza, to illegal settlements, to the separation wall and apartheid laws. This is the position of the majority of the international community. And what is missing is the determination to act on that position. Because peace can only come with justice and with a profound correction to the historic injustice of the dispossession, occupation, demonization and brutalization of the Palestinian people. And only with justice for Palestine can a path to peace be found. So let us stand with the peacemakers. Ceasefire now.